Hello! Today we're on our week 13 long run of marathon training for the Tokyo Marathon, and it's a bit wet today. Last night we were hit by Storm Éowyn, and it was one of the worst storms we've had in a very long time. And there's been a lot of damage to just properties, roads, just lots of damage overall. So we're seeing how it is today. It's not windy today, so that's good. There were hail showers just a bit ago, so roads have kind of gotten a bit slushy. I didn't go out yesterday because it was just completely battering us pretty hard. I was looking on social media and there was a lot of felled trees, lots of felled fences, bins flying about everywhere. So we're just seeing how the roads are today. If it doesn't feel safe, then I'll just abandon the rest of the run and head back, but we'll see how it is. Let's get around this guy. Oy. I think that tree was actually blocking the entire of this road yesterday, as I saw some people working together to move it aside so that cars could get past. Oh, bin! Anyway, we'll talk in a bit and we'll take a look at any damage that's been done by the storm yesterday. No, Mr. Postbox. We'll switch to head cam now and take a look at this giant puddle that's taking up the entire pavement. We had a storm last night. Oh, not last night, all of yesterday in fact. Was very, very strong, very, very dangerous. So hopefully nobody watching this also went through the storm, had to go out for stuff or have to work. Did see a whole bunch of places telling their staff to come in, even for like non-essential purposes. I'm probably about to be hit by this big puddle. Hopefully not, we'll see. Oh dear. Look at this, man. Oh dear, look at that tree. Yeah, it's been alright today. There's no wind, it's just very, very wet. And the roads are very, very slushy and very, very slippery. Oh dear. Big puddle. Oh dear. How will we get past? Let's just I can run as close to, I don't know how well you can see this, but it is once again snowing. Hopefully the snow won't be too bad by the time we start heading back, but we shall see. Not sure how well you can see this, but the snow is really coming down now. We may have to cut our run short as these pavements are getting really, really slushy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to chance this downhill, so let's just walk this. My feet are getting so wet right now. I don't know how well you can see this. Oh, lots of damage to these parts. Oh dear. Lots of damage here. Oh wow, that's really rough. Interestingly, I feel that at least going uphill, walking on the slush actually feels a lot less stable than running on the slush. I'm still not going to chance it on the downhill. I'll still take it very slow and just walk downhill. But it's probably down to the way I run, because the way I run is actually quite weird. I run kind of like how the old Duracell bunny runs. Not the new Duracell bunny, the current Duracell bunny runs with a fairly big stride, very powerful runner. The old Duracell bunny is how I run. So I'll show you some of the parts of the city centre. We're back on Jamaica Street at Four Corners, and we're going to turn into Argyle Street. It's Saturday mid-morning, so it's getting a bit busy. But yeah, this is Argyle Street. Lots of shopping to be done. Further ahead, there's the St Enoch Centre, which used to be, well, it still is, but it used to be a big shopping area. But the shops mostly now are just on the sides of the centre. There used to be a big Hamleys up there, but I think now there's a small Hamleys. Yeah, most of the shops are on each side of the centre, and there's the food places are also on either side of the centre. There's a cinema on the end, there's a food mall on this end, there's a cinema on the other end, and then there's most of the shops are kind of at either end, and then the middle is just kind of lots of shuttered shops. But here is Buchanan Street, more shopping to be done here. There's the Fraser's building, there's the Nike shop, which has reopened, didn't know it's reopened. Argyle Arcade, which I rarely go into, I think it's mostly like jewellery shops. There's Princess Square, which is an interesting building. The inside is like, the outside is, the entrance is really tiny, but then it's way bigger on the inside. It's kind of like a TARDIS. It's a very interesting place. The pen shop used to be in there back when I used to be into fountain pens. There's a TARDIS. There's St Vincent Street, which you go up at the start of the Great Scottish Run. Video in description. There's the Apple store, which occasionally you see people lining up outside of. There's Nelson Mandela Place. There's a Greggs, classic British staple, and then there'll be another Greggs in the Buchanan Galleries, which is a big shopping centre in front of us. Big subway station. Lots of scaffolding. Don't know what shop this is gonna be. Apparently Vans are open, and Fat Face are open, and Skechers are open. But yes, on the right here we have Victoria's Secret and Buchanan Galleries, which has plenty of shopping to be done. There's all the food stuff on this side of the centre, and lots of... What's that? I have no idea what he said. And in front of us is the Glasgow Royal Concert Hall. Shall we walk up these steps and then take a look back down Buchanan Street? Yeah, it's a nice view looking down Buchanan Street. We have Sauchiehall Street on this side. Some of the shopping areas in Sauchiehall Street are closed in the middle because of a fire a while back. Yeah, it's an interesting place. Let's head back down. It's getting a bit busy now. That used to be a forbidden planet back there. No idea if they've moved or what. Here we have Glasgow Queen Street Station, which was recently renovated. We're not going in there though. Used to take the train here every day when I used to work in Edinburgh, but lived here. And here we have George Square, which, as you can see, there are statues, and it's snowing again. Further ahead we have Glasgow City Chambers, I think? City Hall? City Chambers? What was it called again? I've forgotten. But if we were to go down, continue down the street, we'd arrive at the University of Strathclyde. Yeah, I genuinely can't remember what this building is. We do know that there is a live feed of George Square from the top there. And here we're on Ingram Street. This is now a cruise. I could have sworn this used to be End, or maybe I'm misremembering. No, I'm definitely misremembering. Cruise has lots of very expensive clothes. Used to go to cruise quite often when I was a bit of a height beast. And then I think further down is where End is, which is another place with very expensive clothes. I guess here it is, End. Very expensive, but they used to do like draws in store. I think it's only the London store that does it now, but used to enter some of the in-store sneaker draws for hype sneakers. Funny story about End actually. There was one time when I won one of the draws for, I think it was the Off-White Converse. It was the Off-White Converse. But it was interesting because I paid for it in the store, and then as soon as I left the store, there was someone waiting outside. Immediately asked me, "Oh, are you looking to sell those?" Pointing at my bag. And I'm just like, no, thank you. And interestingly, on the same day, when I went down to St. Enoch Centre, another guy stopped me and was just like, "Oh, are you looking to sell those Off-White Converse?" It's like, no, I want to keep these. Anyway, here is the Gallery of Modern Art, where we have the statue of the Duke of Wellington missing his cone. That is heartbreaking. The Duke of Wellington always has his cone. Anyway, down Queen Street, and I saw a picture someone posted of the Travelodge here and the fire escape being torn to shreds. I do not see it torn to shreds, so very confusing. We have Ichiban, which I really like. Really nice restaurant actually. There's Tempo Tea Bar for your bubble tea needs. Not sure if it's actually open though. Anyway, back on Argyle Street, and is this storm damage from yesterday? Looks like it might well be. Oh, it's just a big covering, so maybe not. It looks like they might be applying that actually. I'm gonna go down Miller Street because there's a restaurant that I used to really like on this street, but I'm not sure if it's still there. Well, from the last time I was here, it changed name, so no idea what it's called now. Used to be called Soul Restaurant, and then it became some kind of bar, but the owners there were really nice. Used to do special stuff for us on birthdays and whatnot, and on one of their birthdays they gave us cake. No idea what it's called now though. or if the owners are still there. Not this place. Here it was. It's called El Santo now, apparently. So I'm not sure if the owners are still there or if it's different people owning. I think it's probably different people. Anyway, I've shown you a bunch of places. Let's get on with this run and start heading back, because we're at the halfway point of this long run. So we'll talk later. So we're almost done with our run, and it'll be our longest run, this training block. Just our 20 miler, which is a bit over 32k, and it's been a good one, even though a lot of it was walking, especially when we got to the city centre there. But no, it's been a good one. I feel fine cardio wise, my legs feel fine, and it's drying up. The sun was out earlier, not much sun right now. You can kind of see the sun, but yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect for this run, since we missed our long run last week, and especially after yesterday's storm, I wasn't sure what to expect. But no, it's been pretty good. Next week will probably be a shorter, slightly shorter long run. I think it's an 18 miler. I've switched some of the long runs around just because next week we'll need to properly pack, and then the week after will be the Hong Kong half marathon. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.